Hey everybody, hey, welcome to Valentine TV. Happy Memorial Day. Thank you who served. Thank y'all for serving. I appreciate it so much. Listen, today's reaction is coming from Tuff News. Okay. He brought up a lot of older people that's deceased and how it comes into Ashton Kutcher and Diddy and yeah. So I'm just gonna play it so y'all it'll refresh your memory like it did mine. I was like, dang, I forgot all about her, him. You know what I mean? So we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna react. So as you come in, please hit that subscribe button and also the like. They are free and it'll help out a lot. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get it started. All right.
What's going on, y'all, and happy Sunday. I hope everybody out there is feeling fantastic this morning, and I hope you guys are having a safe weekend so far.
Sorry. He's coming.
Let's go ahead and jump off into this video, and I want to talk about the late actress Brittany Murphy. So Brittany Murphy passed away December the 20th, 2009. Now, fast forward to February 2010, the coroner, Ed Winter, who is the same coroner that did the autopsy report for Kim Porter, Michael Jackson, so forth and so on, came to the conclusion that she passed away from severe iron deficiency, anemia, and multiple DRUG, intoxication, and pneumonia. So if we keep pedaling along, just to a few months later, to be exact, May 23rd, 2010, Brittany's husband, Simon Monjack, passed away from iron deficiency anemia, DRUG intoxication, and guess what? Pneumonia. Now, unfortunately, we can't get complacent. We have to keep trucking, y'all, and we have to sprint all the way to November the 15th, 2018, and that will be the date that Kim Porter passed away. And we all know what they say that Kim Porter actually passed away from.
Pneumonia.
Now, Ashton Kutcher, who dated Brittany Murphy briefly back in 2002 for about 5 months, is said to have some really deep ties to Diddy and that they were absolutely the best of friends. And there are also rumblings that Brittany may have had information as it pertains to some dark secrets that
I'm sure if she dated Ashton Kutcher for 5 months, I don't care if it was 1 month, but I'm sure she knew something. Y'all know she knows something. 5 months and him and Diddy like this, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Ashton was hiding and some things that may have transpired at a few of those Diddy parties that went down. Now, when you take into account that Brittany and Simon were married and the fact that he had the key to the Hollywood realm back in the days, being an English screenwriter, also a film director and a producer on top of that.
Yeah.
So he knew the ins and outs of the Hollywood streets.
Sorry.
But they're saying that this man was the key to unlocking a whole lot of things. They're saying that he potentially had some information to shake up Hollywood, and Diddy was included. So what we have now is mounting speculation that adjacent to this Diddy trial, that they're going to start to maneuver and start to investigate and potentially reopen these cases involving Brittany Murphy, her late husband, Simon Monjack, and also Kim Porter, due to the fact that there's just an
Yeah, I heard they were going to reopen them because all of them, you know, the husband and wife, you know, same exact symptoms, same house, was at around the same people in person, Ashton, Diddy, and who else? Shoot, I forgot who else they said, y'all. But y'all hear it. Okay, so let's see what else. Because these some old stuff that I forgot all about. The ladies, man.
overwhelming connection to Diddy here, and it just cannot be denied. So what I want to do right here is play you guys a couple of clips. I want you guys to check this out, and I'll be back.
Ashton Kutcher and Simon Monjack are not Britney's only connection to P. Diddy, and no one talks about this man. So after she dated Ashton, but before she got married to Simon, she got engaged to this man, Jeff Quantinance. They ended up breaking up because Jeff said he was still in love with his ex. I also found it interesting that that same ex had went to a Diddy party, a regular one, but I thought I'd mention that. Following their breakup, Jeff becomes the manager of P. Diddy. And you know who else Jeff managed? Britney Spears, but only for a month, because you know what happened during the time that he was her manager? The infamous Give Me More VMA performance. The performance that happened the day after she was at Cassie's birthday party where Diddy.
Oh, and y'all remember Cassie talking about her birthday party? Y'all remember that was Diddy shit, man. Y'all remember.
Was. And after that performance, Jeff dropped her. And unfortunately, we all know that Britney passed away from pneumonia. So did her husband, Simon. And so did Kim Porter, who was with Diddy and had children with Diddy. We also know the same coroner, Ed Winter, did the autopsies on all three of them. He also performed ones on Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, a lot of the famous people who have passed away in that time period who lived in Los Angeles. Now, Jeff works in this like basketball industry now. He has a company with Ice Cube. He has had multiple lawsuits on him because of his behavior. Azalea Banks is one person who sued him. Now, Simon's connection to Diddy was that they shared the same personal trainer, Harley Pasternak.
Oh, y'all remember him? Because Kanye West told you what he told Kanye. Well, he showed some text messages, y'all.
Do a whole video on Harley and how he always seems to be around when a celebrity passes away. Like the day that Mac Miller passed, they were supposed to work out together. Now, Harley also trained Kanye, and they seem to have a pretty close relationship. And then,
oh, y'all remember that's the guy that was in that car and said, they're trying to murk me, they're trying to, yeah. Oh my God. Y'all remember the guy, he has the blonde hair, young guy too. He said, yeah, they're after me.
Kanye ends up exposing texts between him and Harley. In those texts, it sounded like Harley was saying, if you don't talk to me and we don't work this out, then I'm just going to send you back to a psych ward where they're going to give you medications. And right after that, Aaron Carter makes a tweet saying that he wants to talk to Kanye. 24 hours later, he's in a bathtub. Now, I will say, Aaron has struggled significantly, but I really wanted to point that out too. Now, if you don't know, Ashton Kutcher, he's close friends with Diddy, went to his parties. Which ones? I don't know, but I bet you that soon enough we will hear about that, especially since Mila Kunis has now moved out of the house, allegedly.
Ashton Kutcher should testify. I don't give a crap if it's to say nothing. They should put him on the stand anyway. I got a feeling he'll probably run. Because I know that is the Caucasian Diddy. That's what I think. My opinion. I think, it's something up with him. Ever since that 70s show. Man, I used to love watching you on that. But, y'all, it's something up with Ash. We need to get him on the stand, y'all, because y'all, like y'all say, Diddy ain't the only one. And I think that's the one right there. Right there in plain sight. Right in plain sight. Come on, y'all. Come on. Let's do something.
Because of things that might come out. A lot of people really want there to be a further investigation into Kim, Britney, and Simon. But the man who did these autopsies has now also passed away, so that can't happen unless somebody else decides to look into them. And for me personally, let's just say all of this is a coincidence, that it's just a small world and these connections mean absolutely nothing. There is no reason why somebody can't take a second look at these deaths. It is shocking that pneumonia would take the lives of 3 young people who who all have the financial means to get the best care in the world. Kim Porter was being treated by a doctor at the time. It doesn't appear that she went into a physical doctor, which I find interesting because Diddy had doctors on retainers in the past. And I wonder if allegedly maybe he was having someone help her from his team, but that's alleged. Anyway, she told these doctors she wasn't feeling good for days, that she was like coughing up phlegm with blood in it. They never did a chest x-ray. They basically gave her a Z-Pack and she was on her way until she passed.
And and y'all know with Diddy's women, that everything went through Diddy. Everything went through Diddy. They know everything. The doctors, he would have them come in. He everything went through him. Emails, fax, texts, everything. Diddy handled all of it. So, you know what's up. Y'all, Diddy is in a lot of stuff. You just gotta prove it. Gotta prove it. That's it.
Away. And it's important to mention because she's a Black woman that she has a way higher chance of being ignored, dismissed, or passing away. If she had pneumonia and was seeing a doctor, why was nothing done for her? And I'm also very curious in Jeff's complete involvement in all of this.
There are rumors that they're about to reopen the investigation into Brittany Murphy's death. And the connections aren't just between her and Diddy. They're with her husband too. We all know Brittany had a relationship with Diddy because he was best friends with Ashton. And Ashton dated Brittany for a long time. So it's safe for us to assume that Brittany probably saw some things. But what about her husband? Turns out there's been rumors circulating for years that her husband had dirt on Diddy. He was a screenwriter, producer, director, so he...
Wow. And he passed of the same stuff that she, the exact same symptoms. Exact. Okay? And if he knew some stuff on Diddy, y'all know what.
He was very much in the industry. And we all know that in 2009, Brittany Murphy died in her house of pneumonia. 5 months later, her husband died of pneumonia in the same house. Didn't someone else die from pneumonia? Brittany's mom has been screaming foul play for years. There were rumors of toxic mold being in the house, but that got thrown out. All I'm saying is that Diddy is being accused of some pretty dark stuff. And it's not random gossip anymore. There's actually a trial going on.
Yeah.
Is it possible these two are just casualties of Diddy's? Or is this all just a conspiracy that people made up? All I know is that dots are getting connected and it's not going Diddy's way. At least that's what they're telling me.
All right, so you guys just heard all of that. Now, let me say this. As far as this Diddy trial goes and the angle that the prosecution team is coming from, I just don't see anything right now that's going to pin Diddy down and basically send him to prison for years, right? Because when you look at the Cassie situation, all they did was highlight DV, really. And Diddy's team, they admitted, said, hey, yo, listen, we're not saying that Diddy was not committing DV against Cassie, because he absolutely was, but what else you got? And then when you look at the Kid Cudi situation, unfortunately, Diddy's DNA was not found anywhere on the scene. He was not caught on surveillance. So that's going to be hard to prove that. So maybe the prosecution have something in the stash that they're going to bring out later on. You got Capricorn Clark taking the stand on Tuesday.
And I just want to, something caught my attention, got me off track for a second. But I want to say, like, as you can see, Tuff News is saying they don't have enough evidence, and Diddy's, they don't have enough evidence. Straight up, that's what Tuff News says. All they have is DV. That's what Tuff News says. So I'm just letting y'all, not showing y'all that you come over. I don't mind somebody with a different. I'm not perfect. I'm not right all the time, and just like Tuff News, may not be, we agree to disagree, but we do it in a night, because that's my buddy. We do it in a friendly manner, okay? But I just thought I'd throw that out there, that he ain't sort of agreeing with what I'm agreeing with. I done saw something different than he's seeing, evidently. Okay, but it's fine. That's still my homie.
Maybe she breaks some groundbreaking information that will split this case wide open against Diddy. But as for now, they really don't got nothing in my opinion, right? And if I'm being honest, that's the same thing that my connection is telling me that's been covering this case since day one, that they don't see anything solid enough to convict Diddy yet. And so I think that they need to take a turn to investigate the passing of Kim Porter, Brittany Murphy, and her late husband, because I really feel that if they did their due diligence and investigated, that they will come to the conclusion that Diddy is implicated in at least a few of these deletions as it pertains to people who were connected to him at one point in time. I really do. And let's not forget, or if you guys don't know, Nipsey Hussle is coming into question now. They're saying that there could be some type of connection to the passing of Nipsey Hussle, and maybe Diddy had his hands in that as well. And I'm working on that story. I'm getting information and things like that so I can present it to you all. That's alleged, right? I don't know this to be true or whatever, but that is the overall sentiment that I'm getting, right, from my plug. But anyway, I'm gonna draw the line here. I want you guys to drop down and let me know what you think about everything that was discussed in this video. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and if you're new here, consider subbing to the channel.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Y'all think they're gonna open up those the older cases like hers, for instance? Because her mom is still screaming, you know, foul play, foul play. She wants justice for her daughter. So I think open it. Open all of them. The ones that's the people, some of them that has these strange cases, passed from the same exact disease, deaths. Well, y'all know what YouTube, you know what I meant, passing. And y'all, Ashton, we got Ashton. I forgot all about him. That 70 show. Yeah, get him. Because he was there. He was at all of them. All the white parties, I put it that way. Yeah, I know. And him and Diddy's just like that. All of, you know what I'm saying? Gosh, yeah. So y'all, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. I got to go. But I will see y'all shortly, okay? All right, thank y'all for coming. All right, bye, y'all.